Let's go.
Hi everyone, once again Spotlight comes your way from the Daily Tribune Studios. I'm Jojo Silvestre. I'm with my co-host, Louise. What's your family name, Louise?
Lizan.
Lizan, I keep forgetting, oh my God. But today we have a very special guest. Because it's the Women's Month, we chose to have a guest who cares a lot about other women. She is the co-founder of Connected Women, which has much to do with entrepreneurship and whatever else. She let us know. May I present to you Miss Ruth Owen, who is everything to a lot of people. She's a civic worker, she's with the Ateneo de Zamboanga, and so forth and so on. Hi Ruth, nice to see you here.
Hi Jojo. Yes, thank you for having me.
So tell us about Connected Women.
Yeah. All right. So Connected Women is really a tech company.
A tech
company.
TCH.
Yes,
Okay.
technology company. So we're building a tech platform to match entrepreneur or employer with Filipino virtual assistants to work from home.
Filipino virtual assistants. So people who know how to type letters.
Yeah, well,
Everything.
so mainly, you see, 5 million Filipino women are out of the workforce. 5 million, diba? And then 1.2 million are
Okay.
OFW. So we're shipping our mothers out. Tapos naman, those that have work, when they have children, they stop because they have to look
Yes.
after the children. So for us, we want to give women an opportunity. Sa amin, work should not be a sacrifice, diba?
Okay.
You sacrifice your work so you can do,
Yeah.
family responsibilities, ganyan.
Yeah.
So also, we also feel that women in the grassroots should be given equal opportunity in technology. We're in the 21st century.
Oh, okay.
So everyone, are you on Facebook?
Of course.
So we feel that, Facebook said there are about 72 million Filipinos
Okay.
on their Facebook platform.
Wow.
So what does that tell you? That means that Filipinos are not technophobes. Technophobes,
yes.
diba? Pag binigyan mo sila ng telepono, you give them a phone, they know that they have their families there, they can chat with them. So now, the objective of Connected Women is to convert technology into an opportunity for women so that they can work from home.
Yes.
We're trying to simplify technology using artificial intelligence, AI, to give women jobs.
Okay.
So what does that mean?
Okay.
You know, when we're browsing and it tells you like, we want to make sure you're not a robot,
Yeah.
ano yung mga inaano dyan?
Yes.
Identify the traffic lights, right?
Yes.
So, click mo siyang
Or
ganyan.
number okay.
Yes. So, what is that? That's called data labeling. Where does that label go? It goes to a machine for a machine to learn what a traffic light is, for instance. But how much, etong machine learning, that's a robot, right? How much does a robot need to know for it to be able to identify traffic light? Millions. So, sino magle-label ng data? We think that our women can be trained. So, even the women that are not too tech, mga underskilled, undereducated, women in the grassroots level, can be trained to use technology to work from home.
So how do you do that? How do you get in touch? How do you connect with all these women
Or so we have 70,000 women in our community.
already?
Yes, and we're like a 3-year-old company. But technology is very disruptive, diba? Like the way we get a cab or something, we have Uber, we have
Yeah.
Airbnb, in exchange of hotels, etc., etc. But yung remote work or work is still not in that sort of level, right? The same level. So this is our mission, and our mission is to give opportunity for Filipino women to tap technology to work from home.
Okay. What exactly will they be doing?
So they will be, like, example, you have a phone, a smartphone,
Okay.
diba? There will be like online jobs that can be labeled, and then you get paid for the accuracy and of the data that you're labeling. Example, someone wants you to label cars, and then you have a photo of cars, buses, bicycle, and all that. So pwede mong, you can box the cars. Like, is this a car? No, it's a bus. So you skip that, and then basta anything that's car, and then once it's all finished, then it goes to a machine for a machine to learn.
Ayun.
Medyo techy,
Oo,
but we
techy.
simplify it
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that kahit sino pwede.
Okay.
So I'm just curious. How did this concept start? Like, how did you found the company, or like the idea?
The idea, so my co-founder Gina Romero is a British Filipina, and she was her mom is from Pampanga.
Okay.
She was a domestic help that went to the UK in the 1970s, and she grew up with her mom's friends showing her photos of their children, and then so she said, "Well, where are your children? I want to play with them." And they said, "Well, they're in the Philippines. We come here so that we can send money back to the Philippines." So in her young mind, she thinks, when I grow up, I want to go back to the Philippines and give women jobs so they don't have to leave their family behind.
And then they're your friends?
So Gina and I met in 2016. She was looking for, so they had a digital magazine because she was based in Singapore before.
Yeah.
And they wanted to interview a Filipina trailblazer. So she found me. My background is also renewable energy.
Yeah.
So I build wind farms, solar rooftop. Yeah, and so it's green. I'm very consistent with my advocacies and my work. So yun. And when we found each other, we it was like a match. And then we registered the Connected Women in the Philippines in 2017.
So how are this? You said 60 women?
60,000,
60,000.
70,000.
Yeah, 70,000 women. How are they doing now? Are they already working? Are they?
So the profile of our women would be some of them are women professionals, teachers, president of companies, women that have masterals, and they have doctorate, etc. So they're all like in the platform, in one form or another, collaborating, sharing, working, connecting, and learning. Every 6 weeks there's a meetup. So we would be in about, the last meetup we had, we were in 44 cities. So it
Wow.
could be Makati, Taguig, Quezon City, Cebu, Davao. So there would be like parameters for them to follow, but mainly they're networking, and there will be like speakers that will talk about something that will be, something for them to learn.
Yeah. No, you were saying 44
Cities
cities.
simultaneously meeting. So we would also be in Pakistan, Saudi Arabia,
Oh, I
also.
see. So kung
yeah.
ito sa online,
Yeah. No. This is in person.
you're all meeting together.
So like Makati will have their own Makati group.
Ah,
Makati could be
okay.
there two meetups, or it could be one in Quezon City. So if you're from Quezon City, you go there.
Ah,
If you're in
okay.
Mandaluyong, you go there. If you're from Zamboanga, you go. There was a Zamboanga meetup last time. So it's quite interesting. Women actually like helping other women. I think
Yeah.
it's a very normal reaction. Sometimes lang, there'll be misunderstanding and all that. But in general, a lot of women have come to me and Gina and said, "Thank you for putting up Connected Women because it helped us a lot. We met friends and it's changed our lives." Yeah.
There's no protocols or guidelines to join any.
So you you go to Facebook and you look for Connected Women Philippines or just Connected Women and then join. And then you'll be pre-approved. Then you can be part of the community. It's very inclusive. We encourage women to support one another online. More positivity, less of the negativity, But also, let me talk about the COVID-19, the epidemic that's happening now.
Yeah.
Actually, it's a pandemic, right?
Yeah,
Pandemic
yeah.
na ba?
Oh, yeah, it is.
So, people are now told to work from home, right?
Yeah.
So kami, that's what we are pushing for, that working from home should be an option. Makakabawas tayo ng traffic, less traffic on the street, right? Like now, where's the traffic? There's no traffic.
Yeah.
And then you also, it will support climate change, also less pollution, diba? Less traffic, less pollution, and a more like a work-life balance. So that means if you're working remotely, chances are you are closer to your family while working. So you can have both. It shouldn't be a sacrifice.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Diba?
Tama, no? This thing here has it's a bad thing, but you adapt to the situation.
Yeah.
Now, you were saying it's inclusive. How about women who are not yet real women? They're on their way to becoming women.
Pwede. Pwede.
Ganun ba yun?
Yes,
Ikaw
yes,
ba,
we're
woman
open.
ka? Are you a real woman?
Yes.
Oo,
We
pwede
are
pa
very
yun,
inclusive, yes. We do not turn anyone
Oo.
away, although our priority is women because it's our community. Diba?
Oh gosh. Okay. For a change, I'm laughing at my own
Silliness.
statements. But it's not really silly because I'm sure a lot of
LGBTQ.
would like the idea. No?
Actually,
Because
someone
it's
approached
very-
me who was like that and said, "Can we join?" Yeah, go ahead. Equal opportunity.
I'm laughing because I wonder when I'm going to have my sex change. No, no, just kidding. But it's an option for a lot of people. No.
Yes.
She is an alumna of the Ateneo de
Zamboanga.
Zamboanga, but now she's with the Board of Trustees.
Yes.
But tell me your story. You said that you were, it was a challenging time for you when you were a student.
Yeah, so I
Tell us
grew up.
Yeah.
My father's from mainland China. My
Oh.
mother is Tausug, which is a tribe, and the Tausug are the warriors of the south.
Yes.
So I speak fluent Tausug.
Oh, you do?
Yes, and also I was born in Zamboanga City, so I'm
Okay.
Chabacana. I grew up there. So it was a bit tough because my father was. We had a bakery and had to close down. It's probably
Oh, really?
mismanaged.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then my mom was a housewife. So I was thinking, like, if this opportunity was given for my mom
Yeah,
to work
yeah.
from home, then we wouldn't be poor. Diba? There'll be
Okay.
an equal opportunity for us to.
May poor pala na ganyang kaganda. No? But there are a lot of underprivileged people who look very good. Intermission lang yun. Okay.
Yeah, but education for me, Jojo, is the
Okay.
greatest equalizer. Bar none.
Okay.
Kasi, pag may pinag-aralan ka, kahit mahirap ka, aangat at aangat, you will be going higher and higher in society. And for me, I don't even know how I got here. I got here because you invited me. But I mean, seriously, sometimes I think about, like, how did I get here? But really, I think it was trying to do something good
Yeah.
than to do the right thing.
Yeah.
And I think that my favorite part of myself is wanting to make a difference in people's lives. And I find that with Connected Women, I can have a more sustainable way of helping
Yeah.
women, diba? Kasi if you give someone a job,
Yeah.
diba?
Yeah.
Then they can
Oo.
continuously be economically empowered. Don't give them
Okay.
fish, teach them how to fish, diba? So going back to growing up,
Yeah. Yeah.
in Zamboanga, it was difficult. My aunt sent me to school. Mama Pao, she's my mom's eldest sister.
Ganun naman.
So she was a widow, and so she sent me and my sister to school. So that's how we finished college. And I was also like part-time
You were what?
teaching like nursery students.
Really?
Yeah. So survivor. It's
Paano?
yeah. But I think a lot of women are like that. Multitasker, wanting to do more to get out of wherever they are. If they don't like where they are, then they can always improve. Diba? Yeah, ganun.
So, how did you become a member of the board of trustees? When was this? When were you invited?
Oh, I was invited, I think, 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I was invited by the president, Father Carl San Juan, to sit in the board. I'm also chair of the fundraising of Ateneo de Zamboanga.
Oh, wow.
So I help raise funds for the school.
Are you focused on graduates of, who do you approach to raise funds? Everybody.
Yeah, everybody. In fact, one of our biggest donors was actually from LaSalle.
Really?
So in 2016, the school, the old gymnasium of Ateneo de Zamboanga burned down. So I posted that on Facebook. So this friend of mine said, Ruth, I want to help the school. I'm like, but you went to LaSalle? He goes, yeah, but my father went to Ateneo de Zamboanga and want to honor him.
Really?
So he donated to have naming rights for a building, which is a large amount of money.
Yeah. Can we mention the name?
No.
Not yet. Not now yet.
No, very low profile. No, yeah, very low profile. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
But I thought it was to have the building named after his
Yeah,
father.
the name of the building is Saavedra Building.
Okay, you can take it from there. Thanks so much, Mr. Saavedra. Yeah, the unnameable Mr. Saavedra.
Yes.
But that's good, huh?
Yeah.
Someone doing it to honor the father,
I think we all want to do that for our parents,
Yeah,
who looked
yeah,
after us and made sure that we're fine.
And then, what's the term for that? To forward?
Pay it
to
forward.
Pay it forward, yeah. So, tell us about that green thing you're into. I hope it's not the green thing that I have in mind.
No,
Okay,
definitely
okay.
not. You know about...
Why do you know what's in my mind? On
I'm
my
guessing.
Mind? Oh, okay.
So, I have a company called Phil Carbon. And
Phil Carbon.
Phil Carbon, for carbon credits, like that. Started that in 2007.
Okay.
And so we build wind farms, solar rooftop, ganyan.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so mainly for commercial industrial. So we're currently building 4 solar rooftop for Robinsons malls.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that's with Upgrade Energy Philippines. So yun, it's technology makes everything more. It's becoming more mainstream to be building all those renewable energy sources like wind power and solar. Diba? Before it was very expensive,
But now?
because of research and development, the prices have become more competitive and the systems are getting more sophisticated. So then we see that the future is more of this around the world.
When will it reach that point when every house will have that kind of...
I would say 5 to 7 years, maybe.
Really? So you're in the right industry.
Always.
See? Would you like to ask her?
Yes.
you have a lot of things on your plate with Phil Carbon, with Connected Women. How do you manage all of that?
I think they're all connected. At the end of the day, you need to love what you do. So I'm very passionate about what I do. Whether it's renewable energy or helping women. I wake up every day and I jump out of bed and saying, I need to get up because I need to do something, because my vision is very, very clear, right? That I don't have any room for ifs and buts. For me, it's just get up, get things done, because there are people that are waiting for things to happen.
You're a great success, no? You've done well in life.
Oh, thank you.
Have there been points when you were down, and you how did you rise from any challenge?
I've many.
Could you?
Yes. So when I was in college, I took up accountancy because my father said, take up commerce, take up accountancy. Chinese, not typical.
Yes.
I never really liked it, but I did it because my father said I should. And so I took the board exam and I failed.
Oh, okay.
So I found a job in a shipping company, in logistics.
Yeah.
So that's my background for a long time. So I have a lot of failures along the way. But for me, it's I learn. What's important is I learn from my mistake and try not to repeat the mistakes, but always moving forward and always eyes on the goal.
Yeah.
Diba?
Could it be that a mistake for you is not a mistake for another, or mistakes are mistakes, no matter who you are, no matter where you are?
Yeah.
Would you like to give us examples of mistakes, without really going into details unless you want to?
I guess sometimes you are tempted, in a way, like everybody else, right?
Okay.
I think I reached a point where my judgment was clouded by having been tempted in the position that I was.
Okay.
And I didn't really like it because that's not my nature.
Yeah.
And looking back now, I think sometimes you are being removed in something in where you are, so that you are being directed towards the path that you should be. And I think where I am now is a path that I've always wanted to be in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Parang it's not just about me.
Yeah.
It's about other people and what I can do for them.
Is recovery fast? Is rising back fast, or does it take time?
It's painful. It's painful. I was saying in one of my interviews that there were days when I didn't want to get up, or even if I got up, managed to get up, I feel like I needed to go back to bed and stay there. Diba? It's hard. Failure is hard. Being told that it's wrong and what you did was wrong and all that is so hard to digest, but you just need to, turn up, because you never know, what opportunity is waiting for you out there.
So how did you get out of that situation? Because you're where you are now.
Oh, it's a mindset. If your mind is set on, okay, this failure, this mistake does not define me, right?
Okay.
So now I have to just move forward. There's no other way, I can't go backwards, right?
Yeah.
Unless I really need to look backwards and appreciate the things that, that happened. So
how are you as a mother and as a wife?
I have a son, Thomas. He's about 28 years old. He's worked in London for about 5 years. In fact, he's in town now.
Hi, Thomas.
Yes, he's on a sabbatical.
You should come here one day, one of these days.
Yes, but
and be a guest.
I think motherhood is one of my greatest joy.
Yeah.
When I'm not annoyed with Thomas. it's a normal relationship, right?
Yeah,
It's not just
yeah.
all love, love, love. But of course, as a mom, you have your expectations, and sometimes if it's not met, then it drives me nuts. But yeah, so as a mom, I think I'm very. I think I would say I'm fair
Okay.
to Thomas. I think he would disagree, but but I think as a wife, I don't know. And my husband Bob, he's very supportive.
Yes.
He's British, and he's older than me, but I think that works because then he's very understanding, supportive, and all that. Are you listening? Okay.
So, do you have any hobbies? Like extracurricular?
Yeah, so this morning I did Zumba. I dance. I love dancing. I dance 3 times a week. My friends come to my house and we do that. And I go to the gym like once a week. I do Pilates in the studio. I play golf. I'm very active. I scuba dive with my family. So yeah, work-life balance, right? And that's important. And I think that, and I meditate. I think I meditate every morning with my husband.
You're missing something. You're not playing mahjong.
No, I haven't reached that point yet.
Okay. To exercise, to jog your.
Yeah. Maybe.
You go
Yeah.
to the casino?
No.
Ah, okay, okay.
No.
You, what's your hobby?
Wala, sir. Work.
Don't serve me here. Huh?
Yeah, so
What do you do? How do you bond with your family?
we play golf together.
And scuba dive.
Scuba dive, yeah.
What's the thing about how do you call this, intercultural or
Yes.
yeah
Intercultural marriage.
yeah is it an easy thing?
I guess it's also a mindset. So when I married Bob, long time ago, I told my family that, you don't just show up to my house. Di ba yung mga Filipinos, you just show up. It's like, please don't just show up. Tell me if you're coming. So my
yeah.
husband's prepared. There's a lot of things, but I try to make it easy for my husband by adjusting. I don't put him in a situation where he is uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And I think that works out.
So nobody can just come and say, "Oy, makikituloy kami rito, ha?
Yeah, I'll
One week
sleep
kami
here,
rito."
I'll stay here for a week. No.
Oo, walang ganon.
Yeah, but
Okay.
it's just so it's clear. But
Yeah,
pag nagsabi
yeah.
naman, I'm also open
it's
to
okay.
it as long as I ask permission, right? Kasi I think marriage is also about respect for each other.
Yes.
And I think that has helped so much in how the marriage has lasted this far.
I have no problem with respect. He respects me a lot. But the problem is sometimes I do certain things that are not respectable.
Oh, okay. Are we supposed to talk about those things? No.
No, we're not. So any regrets about career first?
Okay, so career. After college, I wanted to be a med rep. Med rep, they have
Yeah.
cars. They just look like, they.
Yeah.
And so,
And meeting all the doctors.
yeah, I'm meeting all the doctors. And then I found shipping just by accident because it was paying me like 500 peso more per month. And what was the question? Is there any regret?
Yeah.
No.
You could have stayed put in Zamboanga.
No, I couldn't.
Yeah.
Because I'm like a free spirit. I feel like I need to get out. I appreciate where I grew up and all that, but I think I was just bursting to go out and find myself. Right?
Tama, tama. Have you found yourself, Louise?
I'm getting there.
As of now, she hasn't found herself yet. But she's here.
Yeah.
On the way to finding yourself, you do many good things in life, no?
Yeah, my advocacy, I think, is um, I I go to Sulu.
Oh, tell me about
to-
that.
Yes, I work with the Philippine Marines.
Oh, wow,
we
that must be fun.
Yeah, yes. I belong to this group called the Mindanao Humanitarian Volunteers for Peace. And there's
Mindanao Humanitarian Volunteers for Peace.
Yes. So it's a combination of private sector, the AFP, Football for Peace, a lot, mainly people that want to help people in the conflict areas,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Sulu, Tawi-Tawi, all these areas that are in war
Yes,
constantly.
yes, yes.
So I go there, I read books to children, I bring medicine, I raise money for other stuff that's needed by the medical team. But you see, Joe, every time I go to Holo,
Yeah.
before I even come back, I'm already thinking of going back because it's always it's always, but it's never enough. What I do is never enough. So I think at the back of my mind, I'm thinking of something like, what is a sustainable way of helping these people? Diba? Because it's a vicious
Yeah,
cycle for them.
yeah.
In fact, the colonel that I spoke to said that when he was a junior, like ranking officer, when they're fighting in Holo, he came back when he was a colonel, and he's now fighting the children that
Yeah.
whose fathers he was fighting with, right?
Yeah.
So it's a vicious cycle for them. And I think one way of fighting conflict is to make sure that there is livelihood, they're
Yes.
economically empowered, so that they're not tempted to, like carry guns so that they get paid. And I think in our own little way, we can contribute to building this peace in Mindanao.
Yeah. It can be very sad, but it can also be very inspiring to,
Yeah,
to
it's
be able
inspiring.
to contribute, no?
Yes, yes.
Okay. What else do we want to ask the beautiful lady?
Thank you.
How do you maintain your healthy lifestyle?
How? It's a mindset. Like my exercise is like at first in the morning, I meditate.
Yeah.
I meditate with my husband, and then I work out, and then I go to work. So there's no opportunity for me to say, no, I can't work out after 5 because I have a meeting or I have dinner. So for me, I don't even have that. I don't even think. I get up in the morning, put out my gear, and then work out. So it is. It's a lifestyle, right? It's like brushing your teeth in the morning.
Yeah.
Diba? You don't think you brush
yeah.
your teeth, you have a shower, you do that. So for me, it's like that. You just incorporate the workout, and that's me.
It's just like me. I just love someone. I don't even have to think of loving you. It comes so natural. Diba? I mean, ganun naman yan. But anyway, to wind up, no? Let's go back to Connected Women, no? So, where are we now? And
So we're supposed to have a conference in March
Okay.
25, which was postponed for obvious reason.
yes,
But we are still there and trying to see what we can do for women in technology. But we're inviting corporate that wants to do something for women on a more sustainable basis. Just contact Connected Women, and we will be happy to help.
okay. Thank you so much, Ruth. It was a pleasure to be with
Thank
you and
you.
learning a lot about you and how to go about everything about life,
Thank you.
So this is Jojo. I'm with Louise. Don't forget, she's Louise. Watch for her. She's going to be one of the best TV anchor women when the time comes.
I think so.
Yeah, next to someone else. Anyway, no, she's going to be one of the best. With that, I say thank you so much. Spotlight has just come your way, and thank you. I love you. You know who you are. Bye.
Bye.
Hi, welcome to another episode of Trends Travel and Tip. For today's episode we're going to Rustin's in Shangri-La Makati. For the Rustin's Beauty Addict #GirlPower. In celebration of the International Women's Month, Rustin's The Beauty Source is gearing up for a celebration of vast proportions. Shining a spotlight on the women in our lives and the women we are, the country's premier source for all things beauty is launching #GirlPower. Be the change you want to see. The festivity kicks off with a beauty conversation entitled Her Voice Matters, Be Heard, Be You. With 4 inspirational and powerful women. Journalist and advocate Karen Davila, TV host, writer and creator Bianca Gonzalez-Intel, Happy Skin Cosmetics, co-founder Rissa Manangkal Trio and entrepreneur Liz Lee. Let's listen to some of what they said during the event.
Looking really stylish. So I'm sure you always have that, maybe that go-to outfit. Because you know, some days you're feeling confident, and there's some days like you're too tired to get out of bed, or you're depressed, or whatnot. What is your go-to outfit that makes you feel really confident? Reason, go ahead.
I think, from being a model to a mom, your style will really evolve.
Okay.
When I was younger, I would really be so much into trends and enjoy trying out everything. And actually, that's the best time to try trends, because that's when you'll realize what works for you, what suits your body type, what colors flatter you, or what really works best for you. So now that I have my own business and I'm a mom to 3 kids, I find myself always in suits. At the end of the day, I think what I gravitate towards is something that's comfortable. And if you don't feel comfortable, even if it's a designer outfit or it can be an ukay-ukay outfit, ultimately you're not going to look your best. I think you have to be comfortable. Hindi yung every 5 minutes you're adjusting
Right.
your blouse, or you're pulling up your pants, or you're so worried something might peek out. So it can be a branded item or it can be ukay-ukay, but you have to feel comfortable.
Comfort. I could see Liz. You were like dying to say something. Yes, darling. Biggest ganda.
Actually, my go-to naman, well, my case is different because every day is a different day. Today, I might go to a meeting, and then tomorrow, I'll go to the commissary, and the next day, I'll go to the fashion week. So it really depends on my mood. Also,
No pun intended.
and also where it's appropriate, like dressing appropriate. So, but my go-to, I would say, which parang caters to all events, would be I'm a co-ord.
You're a co-ord. It's like a one-man show. You
Yeah.
don't need to get from separate pieces.
Yeah.
It's just a para. What's the word? It's like a set.
It's a set.
It's a
so
set.
You can even
Yeah.
you can even mix and match, and then you can remove your blazer if you feel like it's a bit casual, and put it back on if it's a formal day.
So it's like so many in one outfit. You have so many options. Yes, Bianca.
Ako
same as Lisa. I think when I want to feel powerful, suit talaga. They're more of this color, white, black, neutrals, ganyan. But I think another no-fail way when I want to feel confident is to wear red. Kaya naka-red pala siya.
Kasi maganda dun nasa gitna.
Oo. So either red damit or red lipstick, like what Lisa
There you go. Exactly.
Very Chinese pala. Red is power. But you know, for lipstick, even if, you know, like when I'm just home, I'm really tired, I have to tackle so many tasks, so many things to do. Even if you're just home, no one can see you. You go to a mirror, put on lipstick, and it just changes your mood. And you feel you have this renewed sense of energy and power. Okay, kaya ko na, I'll go on. Whether you have to clean your kids' room, organize files, or work on a very long project. Yeah, red, parang it feels you parang slammed up right away.
It's a on switch. Yes, Karen.
Well, hello, first, good afternoon, everyone. I'm just so happy to see all of you. It's such an honor to be here, and ang daming tao. So I want to congratulate your sons for doing this, and Anton, I know he's somewhere here. Well, I'm 49 years old now, and ganyan talaga. Pag ang peg mo si J-Lo. And then, okay. So I think I'll be honest with you. I was thinking about it. My go-to outfits, I can't live without the white polo. So I always have white polos, different types. Whether it's silky, cotton, something formal, basta it's a white polo. And I also love denim. So it's important to have a good pair of denim jeans, also a denim top. And generally, I just go for classic pieces. I've been at a phase when I was younger, wherein I tried all the trends. And let's face it, if hindi naman tayo si Liz Uy, diba? That has samples or clothes that are from Gucci, etc. The challenge with most of us is really how to look good with our budget. So I feel it's important to stick with colors that are classic, colors that fit you, and styles that are timeless, if you ask me. So when the style is timeless, then even if parang iba't iba ang uso, at some point, hindi ka maluluma, parang ganon, diba? It's either like Audrey Hepburn or Grace Kelly. So you kind of last throughout. So I think that's what's important. Is I actually learned that from Liz's book.
Wow,
You have that book, did you know that?
Essentials.
Yeah.
Talking about
Yes.
You were enumerating.
Yes. So I had Liz's book, The Essentials, and I made sure that I had all the good pairs that were in Liz's book, which is a good pair of black slacks.
White button down.
Oh, see?
And just to add to that, also skirt, because you can restyle it again and again. So it's got jeans, skirts with blazer, anything, and you look different. You look brand new every single day.
And that's it. Hope to see you on the next episode of Trends Travel and Tips.